I am now creating weekly exclusive content for Patreon, so if you are interested in that, go check out the link down below. And of course, if you want to avoid the random lottery of FIFA points, you want to go straight to the source, buy the players directly, use u7buy.com and use the code TVM at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to yet another play review. We are going to talk about the 87 Mendy. Now, there has been a change to this card, actually. The pace has been upgraded from 88 to, if I can get my Twitter out, because it's taking ages to update everywhere. So, the 88 pace now has upgraded to 94, which is one above the 85 of the Footmas card. And then, of course, the 89 is now 95 and the 93 is 97. So they have upgraded the pace, which is definitely worth noting. The rest of the in-game stats for the 87 are not particularly great. The only saving grace of this card really is that it fits the meta. So the 85 I still come up against quite a lot. The 86 not so much, but because the 85 was an SBC, people are obviously still clinging to that. I gave mine up a little while ago. You can get it back for free if you play or win 5 games, I think it is, which isn't obviously too difficult to do. But with that being said, I will review the 89. I will review the 93. I don't know when they'll be out. I've started working towards the 89 already. And I know you can obviously go and see someone else's review if you're curious about the 93 or the 89 if you've already done the 87. But I thought I'd just do them all because who knows? I don't know what level you're at. I don't know when you're going to call it a day and go, right, well, I'm going to pick up the 89. I'm not going to go one step further. I don't care about the 93. I just want the 5-star in the 89. You might be only wanting the 87 for a little upgrade over the 85 because you still think the 85 is decent. So I'm just going to review them all and its content because EA didn't release a squad, right? So 4-star skills, 5-star weak foot. Left-footed, of course, as a left-back, that's good. High attacking work rate, medium defensive, depends on what you want. If you like overlap in your fullbacks, then happy days. If not, then, of course, I don't know, might have to live with it. I don't know, tell them to stay back while attacking. You should be fine. I mean, in fact, I do that, so I can tell you. In fact, I tell them to stay back while attacking and overlap, so I can tell you exactly what it's all about. The stats, not particularly great. Of course, the pace is nice, but the 87 short passing, 83 vision it's okay. It's nothing fantastic. You've got okay dribbling. Again, 87 dribbling, 87 agility, 84 composure, 89 reactions. The defensive stats are okay. 87 stand tackle, 84 interceptions. Again, the physical, 84 strength is nice, 84 aggression is nice, and jumping the same with 95 stamina. There isn't really anything there that screams, oh my god, use me, I'm so good. You know, like the 85 is 2 worse off in dribbling, 2 worse off in physical, 3 worse off in passing, 3 in shooting, and 4 in defending. And then, of course, a little bit worse off in pace. But it's a big upgrade, actually, over the 85. I'm not looking at the 86 because it's not the same position, so it's a little bit harder for me to compare. But also because the 85 was an SBC, I feel like it's a little bit more fair for me to sort of compare it to that, if you will. But with that being said, it's still a card that fits the meta very well. So despite the fact that his stats aren't necessarily that great, doesn't mean the card isn't usable, because the 85 Footmas card is still a very capable card. I'm not saying it's good enough to go into Weekend League necessarily for the majority of people, but it is definitely a card that, while reviewing Ndombele last night, for example, and even getting this Mendy itself, didn't really put a foot wrong. I can't say once that 85 cost me a goal. He didn't lose the ball. It just wasn't, just wasn't one of those things really that I noticed was a bad card. It was just one of those, solid enough, why not? That doesn't mean that he's good enough, and you should definitely look to improve, and that's where this 87 comes in. So, ultimately, we're here for, is it an improvement over the 85? Yes. He does feel a little bit stronger, a little bit quicker, a little bit better in his passing, a little bit snappier, if you will. That's a word I like to use a lot. But not really quicker. I mean, in a way, like, in terms of a straight line, doesn't feel much faster. It's just, I don't know, much more responsive, if you will. It's a bit of a weird one. The 89, of course, is going to be one step up again, right? That's going to be +2 and 3 in everything. So very excited to pick him up. Of course, he does have 5-star skills. The 93 is 7 or 8 better than this, so that's going to be even better again, and of course has 5-star skills as well. It's going to be an interesting next few weeks, and indeed probably a month actually, of this type of thing, because this card is decent, but I can't imagine anyone's going to unlock it and then be happy to just stay there. So me reviewing this doesn't really have an awful lot of weight to it, but I thought, well, I'd do it anyway because it's a card that you're likely to, well, you're going to unlock first along the way, and you may want to be using it. You will have to use it to unlock the 89. In terms of a chem style, I mean, it depends what you want, right? If you want to go and just purely gear it toward going for the 89, then you're going to need to be maybe using a different chem style to what I suggest, because what I'm going to suggest is something to boost the agility, the ball control, the dribbling, but also the defensive stats as well. If you actually want to use this card and you're happy to stop at the 87, you don't care about going to the 89, then putting a Guardian on him will turn him into a 92 rated left back. And I wouldn't say he's not endgame by no stretch of the imagination, but it's a card that I'm confident that if you're no disrespect here, but not a low level player, but if you're finishing silver 1, scraping gold 3, if you're that type of player, maybe not even hitting silver 1, then this card is going to probably be an improvement over what you're using right now, and is definitely capable of staying in your team to the end of the game. There is another way of looking at it, though. If you're a player that is barely hitting silver 1 or comfortably hitting silver 1, not quite capable of getting into gold 3, maybe you're in need of the better players more than the good players are. Do you know what I mean? If that makes sense. So there are definitely two arguments to be made here. But if you are a casual, lower-end player, then the 87 Mendy's not bad with a Guardian on him at all. The one thing I will say to those who are, I don't know if complaining is the right word, but maybe airing their concern over the length of the objective, I think for those who wanted something to grind, this is a prime example of what we should be asking for. Yes, it's a little bit annoying that there are score with a player with a 4-star weak foot with a 5-star skill moves, was born in July, wears yellow boots, and was born in Ghana. Yes, okay, the objectives like that, they are irritating, I understand that. Whereas the objectives to go for the 87 are actually not bad at all. They play 10 games and score a goal in 5-10 games with a particular player who has 4-star, 5-star. It's not win. That's the thing that I think puts a lot of people off. It is the win requirement. So I do get that. I really do. But it's an endgame card, not the 87, but the 93 is an endgame card to grind for, and along the way you pick up the 85, you pick up the 87, you pick up the 89, as well as a couple of packs in between, and I think some XP as well, which goes towards your season objective. Now, the 87, I think it's a good card, very capable, decent dribbling on the ball when you have the Guardian on him. Of course, he's a very solid defender in general. You could easily play him as a centre-back if you needed to. Wouldn't be completely opposed to playing him as a CDM if you needed to as well. Gets a nice little link into various players, but in particular the new SBC and Dombele, who I think is a fantastic card. No spoiler alert intended, but go check out that review if you haven't done already. He is a bit of alright. So nice little link into him, as well as several other players, as well as that new flashback Modric, for example. Gets a nice strong link into him. Hazard, if you play a 4-3-3, 4 or 5 variation, you can get a link to the winger there. So yeah, not a bad little card, especially as you can get this in 10 games, I think. I mean, maybe it'll take you 1 or 2 more, but I think 10 games and you can get this. If you have the 85 Footmus already, you can sort of skip that beginning section, if you will. And yeah, definitely a card that I'd be happy to pick up. The other thing, of course, is Weekend League now includes an awful lot of rewards. And I don't mean like they've given us more. They've given us more selection. So when we pick up our red picks, there is a chance we could get a team of the season. There's a chance we could get one of the other, like Scream. What other ones are there? Winter Refresh and Shapeshifters and Foot Birthday and so on and so forth. Apart from Team of the Year, which is a little bit, not naughty, but just a little bit irritating. I think they should just include that as well, because they're going to be so rare anyway. But either way, with that, I don't think there's really much point you going to anything other than maybe Gold 2. If you're not capable of hitting Gold 2, I would seriously question whether there's any point playing Weekend League. I think you can probably pick up better rewards if you just go after the objective card. You know, there's going to be other objective cards. You still have, or had, Grealish and Rafinha. Maybe there's still time for you to complete that if you haven't done already. And of course, you can go and pick up several Mendy cards. Use the 87, maybe even the 89 and the 85 in the Ndombele SBC, for example. And you can pick up better cards than you're likely to get from Weekend League. Play rivals. Make sure that you play enough to hit a certain rank. Make sure that you're in the right division to get the decent rewards. And I think you're probably best doing that rather than playing Weekend League with these rewards. So definitely have time to get these, and if you have to stop at 87, I don't think it's a bad card, really. I mean, ideally, you'd want to go to that 89 at least, but the 87, to be fair, not bad if you're upgrading over that 85. Let me know what you think of him in the comment section down below. Do you like the objective for Mendy? Which one are you planning to achieve and stop at? And if you have enjoyed the review, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.